You feel it, don't you? The weight of their doubts pressing down on you like a storm that never passes. The whispers behind your back, the smirks, the sideways glances. They've been watching, waiting for you to stumble, waiting for you to fall. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to rise. They want you to break. And guess what? You've been feeding them. Every time you hesitated, every time you second-guessed yourself. Every time you let fear wrap its hands around your throat and squeeze. You gave them what they wanted. You let them see you struggle. You let them witness your doubt. And now they think they were right about you all along. Enough. This is where it ends. This is where you make a choice. You are standing at a crossroads. Break and confirm their expectations, or rise and burn their doubts to the ground. No more hesitation. No more waiting. You decide right now what kind of person you are. But listen carefully. This isn't a motivational speech. This isn't some feel-good nonsense to make you comfortable. Comfort is the enemy. Comfort is the reason you're not where you want to be. I am not here to inspire you. I am here to tear you apart, strip away your illusions, and expose the truth. You have been weak. You have been soft. You have let the world shape you instead of shaping the world. And if you don't change, if you don't dig deep and find the fire inside you, you will stay exactly where you are, stuck, forgotten. Another name on the long list of people who could have, would have, should have, but never did. Most people won't make it past this point. They'll turn away. They'll tell themselves they don't need this, that this message isn't for them, because the truth is painful. It hurts to admit that you've been the problem all along. It hurts to realize that your failures are your own damn fault. But if you can handle that pain, if you can take that punch and still stand up, then maybe, just maybe, you've got something left in you worth fighting for. So, tell me, which one are you? Are you just another coward, hiding behind excuses, waiting for someone to save you? Or are you ready to wake the hell up, step into the fire, and take what's yours? This world isn't built for the weak. This world doesn't care how tired you are, how scared you are, or how much you think you deserve a break. You get nothing. You take everything. They wanted to see you break, then make them watch as you rise. You were born for war. Now it's time to fight. Look in the mirror. Look at your life. You are exactly where you deserve to be, not because of luck, not because of fate, because of you. Every missed opportunity, every failure, every moment you backed down instead of stepping forward, that was you. Not your parents, not your circumstances, not some unfair system. You. That's the truth you've been running from. The truth that burns when you hear it, because deep down, you know it's real. You know that every excuse, every justification, every time you blamed someone else, it was just a shield to protect yourself from the one thing you've been too afraid to face. Your own weakness. And that weakness, it has controlled you for too long. It has dictated your decisions. It has whispered in your ear, telling you to stay small, to stay safe, to stay in the shadows where failure doesn't exist. But here's the brutal reality. Staying small is failure. Staying safe is failure. And hiding in the shadows, that's where cowards live and die. You've been coddled by a world that tells you it's okay to be weak, that you should take it easy, that you should wait for the right time. Lies. The only thing time is doing is watching you waste it. Right now, someone else, someone hungrier, more relentless, is grinding while you're making excuses. While you're waiting for motivation. While you're scrolling, distracting yourself, pretending that somehow, someday, things will magically change. They won't. Because life doesn't give a damn about what you want. It doesn't care about your dreams, your struggles, or how hard things have been for you. It only rewards those who refuse to break. So tell me, what's it going to be? Are you going to keep lying to yourself? Keep telling yourself you'll start tomorrow? Keep hoping that somehow, without sacrifice, without discipline, without war, you'll get what you want? Or are you ready to face the truth, own your weakness, and kill it where it stands? This is your moment. No more waiting, no more hiding, no more softness. 'Cause out there, in the real world, there's only one rule. The strong rise, the weak fall. So what are you? You feel that, don't you? The fire burning in your gut, the rage building in your chest, the truth clawing at your mind, daring you to face it. Good. Let it burn, let it consume you, because this is the breaking point. This is where everything you've been, the hesitation, the fear, the weakness, either dies or it drags you down with it. There is no middle ground. There is no compromise. Either you rise from this moment, or you stay the same pathetic version of yourself that has been making excuses for far too long. Think about every time you quit, every time you let exhaustion win, every time you backed away because it got too hard. Think about all the days you wasted, all the potential you threw away, all the opportunities you let slip through your fingers. And for what? Safety? The illusion that somehow, if you just wait long enough, things will change on their own? Look at your life right now. Look at where that mindset has brought you. Are you proud of it? No, you're not. And that's why you're still listening. That's why you haven't turned away. Because deep down, you know you were meant for more. You know you weren't built for a mediocre life. But knowing isn't enough. Wishing isn't enough. If you want to change, you have to break yourself first. You have to shatter every excuse, every limitation, every weak thought that has ever held you back. You have to rip apart the version of you that has been dragging you down and rebuild yourself from the ashes. Because the truth is this: if you don't kill your weakness, it will kill you. Most people never make it past this point. They reach the edge of transformation, they look over the cliff, and they back away. They tell themselves they're not ready. They tell themselves they'll try again later. And then, they never come back. They settle. They become just another body in the crowd, another soul that gave up on itself. But you have one last chance. One moment to make a choice. Rise or be forgotten. Fight or fade away. This is where the weak are left behind. This is where warriors are born. Enough talking. Enough thinking. Now you decide. The turning point isn't some magical moment where everything suddenly becomes easy. It's war. And war doesn't wait for you to be ready. War doesn't care how you feel. War demands action. This is where the excuses die. This is where the old you, the weak, hesitant, fearful you, takes its final breath. Because the truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to fight this battle for you. You have wasted too much time waiting. Waiting for motivation. Waiting for the right moment. Waiting for someone to tell you that you can do it. But motivation is a lie, and the right moment will never come. You either act now or you never do. This is the moment where you make a choice, not a promise, not a wish, a decision, a cold, ruthless, unwavering decision that nothing, not pain, not fear, not failure, will stop you from becoming who you were meant to be. Because the ones who rise, they don't feel like it every day. They don't wait until it's convenient. They do what needs to be done no matter what. And that's who you need to become. The world has tried to break you. It has tested you. It has thrown obstacles in your way, beaten you down, and whispered in your ear, "Stay down, give up, you'll never make it." And for too long, you listened. You let the doubt creep in, you let the fear slow you down, but not anymore. The turning point is now. This is where you get back up. This is where you embrace the pain, the struggle, the fight, because you understand that pain is the price of power. You are done waiting, done hesitating, done being weak, because from this moment forward, there is only one path, the path of war, the path of the relentless, the path of the unstoppable. You were meant for more. Now, prove it. No more doubt, no more hesitation, no more weakness. You've made your choice. You're here. And now you become unstoppable. Because once you reach this point, there is no turning back. The old you is gone, buried, forgotten. Only one thing remains, the weapon you are about to forge. Understand this. You are the weapon. Your mind, your discipline, your willpower. These are the blades you will sharpen every single day. No distractions, no emotions, no second guessing, only execution, only war. The world is filled with people who want to be great, people who wish things were different, but you don't want it anymore. You decided. And when you decide, when you commit, when you embrace the path with every ounce of your soul, nothing can stop you. Pain, you eat it. Suffering, you welcome it. Obstacles, you tear through them. Because warriors don't complain. Warriors don't whine. Warriors take what is theirs. And right now, that's what you're doing. Taking back your power. Taking back your time. Taking back every single moment you wasted. Every excuse you ever made. And forging it into fuel. Because no one is coming to save you. No one is going to give you what you want. You either take it, or you don't. And if you don't, if you hesitate, if you flinch, if you slip back into the comfort of weakness, you deserve to be forgotten. But if you keep pushing, if you keep showing up day after day, no matter how exhausted, no matter how beaten, no matter how many times you fall, then nothing will ever break you again. You are no longer the person you were. You are no longer a prisoner of fear, of doubt, of laziness. You are a force. You are the storm. And they, the ones who doubted you, the ones who laughed, the ones who waited to see you fail, they will bow to your strength. They will bow. Not because you asked, not because you demanded, but because you earned it. Because you refused to break. Because you stood when others fell. Because when the world tried to bury you, you clawed your way out and came back stronger. This is the moment where the weak fade away and the strong rise. And you rise. But listen to me carefully. This isn't the end. This is the beginning. Becoming unstoppable isn't a one-time choice. It's a way of life. Every single day, the war continues. Every single day, the enemy, the doubt, the fear, the laziness will try to creep back in. And every single day, you crush it beneath your feet. You don't stop. You don't slow down. You don't let up. You dominate. Because this is who you are now. No more waiting, no more wondering if you have what it takes. You've already proven it. Look at yourself. Look at the fire in your eyes, the steel in your soul. You have rebuilt yourself from the ground up. You have turned pain into power, fear into fuel, weakness into war. And now, you are unstoppable. The world will try to test you. It will throw storms, fire, chaos in your path. Let it. You don't run from the fire. You are the fire. You don't bend. You don't break. You conquer. And from this moment on, every time they doubt you, every time they question you, every time they whisper behind your back, you won't even need to respond. Because they'll see it, they'll feel it, they'll know you are not the same. You will never be the same, and they will bow to your strength. But don't you dare think this is over. Strength is not something you achieve. It is something you maintain. The second you get comfortable, the second you start thinking you've made it, that's the second you start to fall. Because there is no finish line, no final victory, only the next battle. The ones who bow to you today, they'll be waiting for you to slip, watching for the moment you let up, hoping, praying that you fall back into the weak, forgettable version of yourself they once knew. Don't give them that satisfaction. The fire that got you here, keep it burning. The hunger that pushed you through the pain, feed it. The discipline that carried you through the suffering, make it your identity. You don't get to stop now. You don't get to relax, because the second you stop moving forward, the second you stop proving yourself, you become like them. And after everything you've been through, after every war you've fought, you will never go back. From this day forward, you wake up with one mission: be stronger than yesterday, be sharper, be harder to kill. Not because anyone is watching, not because you need their approval, but because that is who you are now. Because warriors don't need recognition, they don't need validation, they don't need applause or praise or a pat on the back. They only need the fight. And so you fight every day, every second, until the grave. Because the ones who bow today, tomorrow they'll bow again. And the day after that, they won't even look you in the eye. Because you are not one of them anymore. You are something else entirely. Unbreakable, relentless, untouchable. And that is the greatest revenge.